Hello and welcome back, people, to a rather unusual spot. Back when I was recording this, I discovered that there were side quests happening about, well, before this video. So I went ahead and recorded it, and I don't exactly remember if I talked to all of them, because I've recorded this entire session roughly 2 weeks later than the previous episode, and I'm noticing that I need to do something with the brightness. But that's what watching the recording is for.
Yep. Seriously, it's so depressing in this bar now.
Yeah, exactly. But I do like how like the side quests have their own little continuity going on. Because
Yeah.
like you see people disappearing and reappearing and talking about different things depending on which quests you have completed. I wonder what would happen if I were to like do all of the quests at the end of the game. Oh, and by the way, what's really hilarious, and I don't think I show it, is when you exit the next netherworld. Oh well, actually no. I'll talk about it after we get there, actually.
You want to
I
pick up that
wonder.
lamp so bad.
I mean, it's glowing, right? So it means that's important.
Good of Gomez to leave the lights on in this house, by the way.
He probably also left the iron on.
And the oven.
I can view it by connecting it to a television. That's not how a video works.
You plug it into a TV and it starts playing.
Yes, you wrap the tape from it around the TV. Or no, you wrap it around the antenna.
I remember it clearly. On the day of Samhain, the fire festival, I walked off alone.
Where to?
The Dolmen tomb.
The dolmen? Why?
I used to go to the ruins each night to say a prayer.
Was anything different about that night?
The entrance of the dolmen was open. I went inside. I felt drawn to the tomb.
Were you not afraid?
I was, but I felt like I had to go in.
Can you remember? What was it that you saw inside there? Try to stay calm. You set foot inside the ruins. And then?
I saw something in the darkness. I thought perhaps it was the old bones of some animal. But it was a fairy.
You saw a fairy?
No, it couldn't have been. Fairies don't really exist, do they?
Well, that's what most adults would say. And unfortunately, I would have to agree with them. So, let's review what you've told me. You spotted something. It appeared to be a fairy. But on further inspection, it was no such thing. But if it was not a fairy, then what gave you such alarm?
I don't know, but it was something terrible. Oh.
Stop here! That's quite enough!
Oh, now I remember. I saw.
Jesus Christ.
And so Gomez's TurboGrafx produced a Netherworld gate.
Alright.
If you've noticed, there is something really odd about how we enter this Netherworld now. There is an element missing.
Water?
Not that kind.
Nitrogen?
No. We weren't invited by the dead. With every other Netherworld, we came there because we were invited by the dead. But not to this one. This is the Hell
Oh
realm.
god, we're in hell.
Yes. Yes, as you see here.
Or the devil was like, hey, let's go. Please tell me we get to fight the devil at the end of this.
Not exactly, but one of your wishes is going to come true. I'm not gonna say which one.
Okay. I'm excited now. Oh, do we get to fight Gomez?
I wish.
Does
But I do have to
Gomez
say-
finally discover the secrets of the lamppost?
I do have to say, the voice they chose for Gomez, even though he talks in like only one scene, is very fitting.
It is.
It's exactly what I would have imagined he sounded. But this place is quite an unusual version of hell.
There's water
quite-
everywhere, first of all.
Exactly, there isn't lava or fire everywhere. We're just going to go away slowly. Well, no, we have to talk to this guy.
This place looks more like Niagara Falls than hell.
Yeah. Yeah, so you have to pick flowers in hell.
Literally.
That's one of the folks. I wish I had that many.
This guy is he's downright pleasant.
Mm-hmm. In a way.
In one form or another.
It's a new fab.
Yep. I wish this outfit had a cape. I miss how all the other cloaks had a cape.
Yeah.
Welcome to hell.
They all look so happy, weirdly. The judge's courtroom.
Oh man, is it the Queen from Alice in Wonderland?
Hmm.
Why are you playing in the water?
Because the water effects are so nice.
They are, but like still.
And like this screenshot is like worthy for like the screenshot for an article or something.
Yeah. Scarecrow! It's been a while.
Yeah, he's been drinking his ass off in the meantime.
Alright. Oh shit. Shit's about to go down.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, we do only have 2 more chapters left,
Yeah.
roughly.
I always love how casual Scarecrow is about everything.
Mm-hmm. Nah, it's something different. Someone else wants to kill you. Now these guys, they're just really kind of shittier pukes. They have,
They're boxing ants.
mm-hmm. They're kind of entertaining to use simply because of the animation, but they're way too slow. Oh, and also, I recently discovered a very useful attack for the Gabold. Once I upgraded him enough, there is a 4th attack that he gets, which is super amazing, like the best attack that Ellen ever gets.
Nice.
And this is the. I was just kind of looking through one page that I got before. And here we see something that's not quite very straightforward. But what it essentially tells you is use wind against the flying guys.
Got it. Gotta say though, this cloak actually does fit this area.
Mm-hmm. Now, there are 2 ways to go, and actually if I went through that way first and then went to this one, I would already start doing a certain little side quest more efficiently, so to say. Although it's essentially a destroy crystals in given areas. This is the attack I was talking about.
Yummy.
Destroy the crystals in given areas in the right order. Don't worry about it. You can destroy them in the wrong order, and essentially you also shouldn't worry about it on your first visit, simply because you cannot do this side quest on your first go through. You do have to actually finish off the boss, and because of the nature of this chapter, you don't actually get to immediately go back to the Netherworld to collect it. So you have to do it in one of the future chapters. So yeah, this guy just kind of leaps forward.
I'm gonna call him Fat Chan.
Yeah, and they are resistant to everything but normal attacks, which is just odd.
Yeah. I like how we found all of one folk that Ellen actually gets active with.
Oh, and also when it comes to the Gabold attack, you may think that that last attack will prevent me from, say, using Gabold for a while after it sets off, right? Because that's usually how it is. If the animation doesn't end, I can't start using it again. This is an exception. I get to already start using Gabold very early into the attack. Like, it doesn't even need to finish the animation, which makes it super useful.
Good lord. Is that blood on those rocks?
No, it's actually letters. Possibly written in blood.
Okay.
And here we see Troll dominating again. Although I must say, the Troll gets his match when it comes to usefulness and in destroy elemental monsters in this level, and that is the thing that he defeats on that picture. It's actually absolutely essential that you use that guy when fighting the boss of this netherworld, because otherwise it's just really hard / damn near impossible. and here I just stand for a while. It looks like Japanese characters.
Looks like squiggles to me. But hey, as long as it's not blood, we can still have our picnic.
Oh god damn it, the blood is raining from the sky again. And see, this is the guy they showed.
Ah. He looks
Now
like a
when-
barrel of laughs.
Now, when fighting him the first time around, I think if you take too long, and I completely missed that, if you take way too long, he's going to summon friends in form of in front of the flying guys they've shown in that picture book before. How you deal with those flying guys is with wind. So I equipped the overweight fairy. And now they just spawn, if I heard correctly. Yes, you can see them on the radar. They're very annoying.
They're stingray squirrels.
And their species are essentially... there are two species of them, very similar. One is tougher than the other, but, well, not by much. And this one goes down.
Older and older.
Yeah, one of them is a water elemental and the other one is a bond elemental. Now the bond elemental is very difficult to use, and the water elemental I don't actually know. But yeah, they spawn pretty much endlessly. However, you can try to just deal with them when you're fighting the giganto troll over there, because he also gets damaged by the wind, and because fairy is actually pretty damn powerful, it helps. See, she also has quite a range on her.
Yeah.
Also, when it comes to the fairy, one of the species, the one that has an H in their species name, is required if you want to level up the overweight fairy. Like you need to kill 10 of them with the overweight fairy, which, if you're gonna be doing the side quests of this chapter, there is a perfect one for that. But you may also take care of it on your first visit. And this is, as always, it takes a while.
As usual.
Thankfully, none of them
This is
actually
like the slowest out of all the minigames.
It really is. It's like the second one they introduced, if I remember correctly. It's like all of the other ones you can still kind of sort of do if you're surrounded by a group of enemies. This one impossible. But yeah, 4 more. He's also he's actually required for a couple of folks to level up. A couple of them, like I think, at least one of them with Ellen, and another one with Keats.